Well, hello. How are we doing on this Thursday? I have a few things I wanted to discuss on the updates for today. Whew, been a couple interesting few days here. I'll start with the Linda Slayton reading that I went into last night. All I can say, y'all, is I'm good. All right. I started the reading. What I did get was very interesting stuff. First off, I did get that this was basically a peeping Tom, a person who's into violent bondage, a sadist, very, very dark energy. And I think that's what I was getting and picking up when I told y'all the reading was very scary, very spooky. I did get the part where he bound her in her bedroom. I saw the bed, I saw the bedroom. All these details were coming out. Then I was alerted, hey, this case has already been solved. When I first saw this case, right, it was saying unsolved. So I'm taking it as, okay, the headline is saying unsolved. Let's go into it. Let Crime TV kind of prove its ability and go into it and this and that. Again, everything was falling in line. Everything. But okay, I kind of want to steer towards something that's unsolved. Because again, I want to see if the information matches up with the case. Now, everything was going smooth. Everything was falling in line as far as Linda Slayton, all the details of the crime, this, that, the kids were coming up, the father, the bad marriage, all of that. But the thing is, it's already been solved, y'all. Even though the headlines on what I saw was saying unsolved. So this is really crazy. So I kind of want to go into something that's more unsolved, because that's kind of what we do here, even though sometimes we go a different route, read things we pretty much have knowledge about. So I'm going to be picking up another case besides Linda Slayton. I did go into that reading. Things, again, were going great. Everything was following in line, you know. Also, there's something about that reading where the energy, I just don't want to bring that into my world right now. I don't want to bring in, well, a peeping Tom, if you know what I'm saying, and different things like that. So I'm kind of going to leave that case. Where is that, since it's already been solved, this, that, and the third. Okay, moving past that. Jocelyn is next on our list, on our schedule of things to do. I want to take my time with this. I really, really want to take each card and absorb every little bit of information that I can get from her case, because not only is it very important, but it's been a long time, y'all. All right. Now, there's another thing I want to talk about. A while ago, I had did a reading that someone requested for David Bowie. I love David Bowie. Okay. A lot of interesting things, y'all. You know, he felt betrayed by the industry. There's not too many people that have been in the industry that don't tell me the same story about feeling betrayed in some way. And we did a reading on him, and in the middle of the reading, he started to write a song. And I promise you, the song sounded just like something David Bowie would write. Even the beat that was coming in my head, it was very late 70s, very early 80s. You know, it was funky, you know. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is David Bowie. This sounds like something David Bowie would write. So I wrote down some of the lyrics, okay, and kind of put the song together. And the person is actually making a song about what was in the reading, which I think is pretty cool, right? So the song was about money. As you know, that's what it always boils down to, you guys. I tell you that all the time. And just basically how do you say, how money is a very spiritual thing, right? Because we know the old saying that money is the root of all evil, which it is, let me tell you. Um, and he was kind of singing about that, right? So this is actually going to be a song that is going to be written and the person's going to use it and everything. It's pretty cool. Also doing Diddy yesterday, listen, socks blown off, blown away. I thought, again, I was just going to do that as a bonus. But let me tell you something. It was crazy. All right. Now, yesterday I was picking up some things after the reading, and you know I usually do, because these spirits and the reading kind of lingers, is what I tell you guys all the time. And I said, wait a minute. I went back and listened to the reading, right? Which I always do to see how I sound and, you know, this and that. And it used the word vixen. Now, the word vixen is more feminine, okay? More for a feminine definition for a female. And I said, why in the world would the spirits be telling me that he's a vixen, right? Well, they were telling me because you didn't know he's a cross-dresser. I'm like, okay, I didn't know. I know he has very feminine ways, which he does. And I think in his spare time, he likes to do a little cross-dressing, all right? We also got that card where kind of the male suit jacket is hanging up. Then you have the bra, the panties on the bed, this and that. Sometimes that card means they are trans or either cross-dressers or into men and women is what it's saying. And I said, okay, I remember the card. I remember what was said. Now, folks, being a cross-dresser is not like you're a criminal. Like you should go to jail for that. Okay, there's plenty of people around the world who are trans, who are cross-dressers. That's not what we have a problem with because we don't judge. We love people. We accept people. We don't do that, right? What we do have a problem with is someone who is out hurting children and has murdered people and has hurt people. And we don't like stuff like that, okay? So it has nothing to do with that. Also, if you were not aware about the Wayne Williams case, he also was rumored to be a cross-dresser, which I believe both were. And again, this is not a crime. This is not what made them bad people. Again, murdering and hurting children, that's what makes you a bad person, okay? And that's what we're focusing on. We are not a channel who gossips, who goes into people's personal lives and just gossips, okay? Because we all got our hangups, we all got our sins, we all got our, maybe things society doesn't feel is the right thing to do or is judged in some way or another by religion or opinions. So we're not like a channel that gossips, you know what I mean, about people's personal lives. What we do is expose crime, people that have been doing cover-ups, stuff of that nature, okay? We are not a gossiping channel. We do not care what you do in your bedroom. That is your personal business, all right? But that does explain why we did get the vixen word and also that card as well. Now, going past that, we need to do Jocelyn. Again, that needs to come up. I'm getting some really weird energies with that. I don't know why this case is being dragged out so long, but then again, I do. It is about media attention. It is about money at the end of the day, y'all. It's a big money maker right now. It's very worldwide. People are tuning in, watching, and that's really what it's about. But there are people who really care about Jocelyn and want to find her and care about her whereabouts. So we will go into that reading. Whatever I pick up, y'all, is whatever I pick up, and we're just going to have to deal with it. I'm not here again to necessarily make people comfortable. or say what they want me to say or stroke egos or any of that. If we get something, we get something. That's it. Going past that, again, we will have some new vids coming up. I'm going to be really busy, y'all, especially when it starts warming up. So I may not be posting as much videos. This is something, you know, I do for fun. I do in my spare time. And I have, of course, a separate life aside of that I have to attend to. But that's pretty much what's going on, y'all. So I just wanted to update you on that and get the ball rolling for next week. All right. So this is going to be a short update. We don't need long updates every single day. That's just ridiculous. So let's go into our positive cards. And I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. I am looking for new cases. So if you have any suggestions or you want to throw something out there to help, that would be great. And we'll start with our telepathy cards. I also have new cards coming to keep us on a positive journey. So we have clarity. Take a moment to think about your situation to figure it out. And again, after these readings, that's basically what I do. I go over the videos, and then I get more information that I'm like, wow, I wish I could have got that on there. Or they tell me something new, and that's kind of the case. But yeah, we're getting clarity. We're getting there, you guys. So we are definitely finding out more and more information. Okay, now I'm just remembering something else I needed to discuss about the Wayne Williams case. There's one particular person I feel is very significant in this case. Now, it's been cited a couple times back then by a couple witnesses as well. There is a white male with shaggy hair with a scar going down the side of his face. Now, not only has he been cited a couple times, he's been in different scenarios in that case as well. And I want to find out the significance of him and also why he just basically kept being let off the hook. Again, we're going into this organizational stuff, you know. There's definitely a reason I feel like he kept, you know, escaping his fate. I want to find out why. And now my hand's itching again. It's just telling me money. It's always about money, folks. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you're saying, well, what are you talking about? Okay. So the two, I believe it was it Earl Terrell and another young black man was found in the woods, almost very close to one another, y'all. There was a porn magazine there. There was DNA in that magazine. Not only, I can't say it on here, but also fingerprints. All right. And this was the guy that claimed he went in there to do what he did because his wife was pregnant. She was not, you know, giving him, you know. So anyways, it's just kind of weird that you went into the woods and did what you had to do, but yet two dead black boys were just, you know, feet away from you. Really? And also Patrick Baltazar and his friend cited him as well, trying to pick them up that day over, I believe it was by the Omni or something like that. Or one of those places where the kids hang out. He was cited there. Also, it was stated that he broke into Patrick Baltazar's friend's house almost twice, and also was cited where Patrick Baltazar dumped the body. So this guy has come up in a lot of scenarios, right? And I just don't understand why he kept being let off the hook, because they did question him. He definitely was, you know, a suspect at that moment. And his fingerprints did match up, this and that, all of that, y'all. But he was let off the hook. And I want to find out why, because that's very significant. Again, Wayne Williams still has his hands in, I feel, the demise of those children that I just mentioned. Now, the friend was spared. All right. I feel like he was going back after the friend, but that didn't work out very well, because the friend, again, did cite him. All right. And did confirm that, was the guy. So a lot's going on with that, y'all. Okay. And also, I read somewhere, and I don't know how true this is, that someone's uncle was in jail with Wayne Williams, and he befriended Wayne Williams. And Wayne Williams confessed to him that he did hurt some of those children because they were poor and no one would miss them. Now, that really does sound like something Wayne would say. Okay. But I'm not sure how accurate that is. I do know that that was part of his motive in hurting these children, because he felt they were lower beneath him. We had said that in the reading, that they were of a lower social class, and also it was proven that they were not looked into the way they should have been looked into, and no one really cared the way they should have cared. Now, this is a fact. And you'd be surprised how big that number was, because they were not rich. They did not come from prominent families, and they were Black in Georgia. So unfortunately, people did not look at it as seriously as if it would have been prominent families, and also prominent, you know what I'm saying. All right, I probably can't say too much on YouTube, but we've been through this. We know this is how the system operates. I mean, it's a fact, whether you want to accept it or not. And this needs to change, all right? Because I feel like a lot of the kids that are involved with this Diddy case going on too are from different parts of the world, and are unfortunate children. That unfortunately, this is why they go under the radar, is because they are from a different social class, and that's just not right, y'all. It's just not right. But it's the way of the world, and it's the way it operates. All right. So with that said, I really do hope, I have not done an update about Diddy, but I hope he definitely goes down, y'all. From what I'm seeing, what's going on with that case with the children, I mean, there's things that FBI knows that will blow your mind, y'all. And we just got to start protecting our children and loving our children more and more. I feel like sex trafficking, human trafficking, organ trafficking is on the rise, y'all, because not only because of the state our economy is in right now, as far as everything just being high for no reason, and the living cost is just outrageous, right? And I feel like it's just more prevalent now more than ever. But back in the early 80s, as you know, it was a thing, but it wasn't very well talked about, very well known. But it definitely was going on at that time as well. It's been a thing for a while, y'all. And I was also looking into the Chicago child murders. See, y'all didn't know this even went into Chicago. So we have the Atlanta child murders, and you also have the Chicago child murders. And I was looking into that case, and see, things are moving. I told you, we're talking up some things, all right? Some spirits and things. I was reading about that last night, and just sad beyond sad, y'all, but it was so similar to the way those bodies were laid out, and things like that. It was so similar. It was so similar, which is weird, right? So this thing has a way of continuing itself, and we have the power to stop it. We can't stop it totally. There's always going to be evils in the world. The world is always going to be corrupt. That's something we really can't do much about. What we can do is decrease the numbers that this is happening, y'all, because this is ridiculous. All right. And also, you know, people are making parodies about Diddy's case and everything. There's nothing funny about this, y'all. Nothing. I guess for a person who has visions and can see the state of those children, it's not funny. So forgive me if I'm not laughing at these videos. It's not funny to me. And the day that we stop thinking that serious matters are funny and making videos about serious matters as being funny, maybe the higher powers will start to take us serious. Because if we're thinking it's funny, really, how much do we really care? So you're making all these jokes, you know, you're getting your views, you're getting your little likes and this and that. In the meantime, there's children somewhere hidden and stored up like Tupperware in really bad conditions, okay? Who are scared and fighting for their lives. There's nothing funny about that. So until the world makes a change, until the mass numbers make a change, nothing's going to change. There's no way in the world that you could ask the masses to change what they're doing when you're not even taking things seriously. You know, you joke about inflation. You joke about paying $5,000 rent that should only be $900,000. You joke about bread being $10. I don't get the joke. It's terrible. And until we start taking things serious and coming together as a unity, they're not going to take anything serious. So I'm tired of seeing those raggedy videos. But on the side note of that, we'll go into the mindful messages because, you know, I've just noticed over years, everything's a joke. Serious matters are a joke. You know? But you want things to change until it happens to you. Then you're somewhere crying, oh, we need change. Really? Okay, mindful messages. Self-appreciation. I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself. Find a comfortable space and bring a pen and paper. I will write a letter of appreciation to myself where I will pour love into who I am and all that I do. Do it, do it, do it. That sounds so positive. That's a good one for that. I'm gonna keep that out and actually do it. That is great because, again, we was talking about that yesterday. Self-love, y'all. You gotta have that confidence. Self-love, and everything in your life will turn around for the positive. Trust me. All right. We already went into that yesterday. We don't have to go into the powers of self-love. And these spirits are loving what we're saying. They're just moving. I think what we called up yesterday. You know what I mean? All right. Let's go into our cosmic insight. And once again, we do have new cards coming. So keep it refreshed. Keep it new. All right. We've had this card. Let's try another one. Y'all, somebody's going to have to confess of who's just out there really enjoying themselves right now. Get ready to be winding down, y'all. I keep saying we got a boo coming in. There is a boo coming in your life. All right. I love spring and summer love. It's like really so fascinating. Fall love is pretty too. Don't even get me started about winter because I hate winter. But all right. Some people love winter. That's all right. It just ain't one of my things. I do not like the super cold ice, snow. I like to look at it, but I surely don't like to be out in it. Okay. Um, Great messages for today. Once again, we got to start taking things seriously, y'all. This is not a joke. It's not a joke. We need to find out where those kids are. They're trying to find out. They're trying to get him to confess, yet he's on the run. They're trying to get him to confess of what's going on with these kids. You know what I mean? They found some things, and they want answers. So, and so do we. All right, y'all. With that said, we're going to end it. We got to get into Jocelyn and find some new cases coming up. Y'all have a great day. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Donation links are up. Love all y'all support, subscriptions, everything. Y'all have a great day. All right. Thank you for watching.